Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kids Church. Today, we're jumping into the shoes of Esther.
A long time after King Cyrus had died, his grandson Xerxes became king. Xerxes was also called Ahasuerus, which sounds like a name for a dinosaur, so we'll just call him Xerxes. Xerxes was not as good a king as Cyrus. He wasn't as smart or as wise as Cyrus, and he had a bad temper. Xerxes had a wife named Vashti, who was very beautiful. Xerxes wanted to show his beautiful wife off to his friends at a party one night, but Vashti wouldn't come out of her room. "Come out!" Xerxes said. "No," Vashti told him. This made Xerxes angry, so angry that he threw Queen Vashti out of his palace and said she wasn't his queen anymore. Yep, Xerxes had a bad temper, all right. Xerxes' friends said, "You need a new queen, an even better queen." Xerxes searched throughout the Persian Empire for the best queen of all, and Xerxes found Esther. Esther was an orphan. She had no mother or father. Esther lived with her cousin Mordecai, who worked for King Xerxes at his palace. But more important, Esther was a Jew. What's a Jew? God's people were called the Israelites because they were the children of Israel. After Israel split in two, the southern half was called Judah. People from Judah who ended up living in the Persian Empire were called Jews. King Xerxes didn't know Esther was a Jew. He just knew she was very pretty and very kind. The king liked Esther so much he made her the new queen. Then things got complicated. King Xerxes had a friend named Haman, and Haman didn't like Jews at all. Haman especially didn't like Esther's cousin Mordecai because Mordecai wouldn't bow down to Haman. Have you ever met someone who wanted to be the boss of everyone? Haman was that kind of person. Like Xerxes, Haman had a bad temper. Over and over he demanded that Mordecai bow to him, and over Mordecai refused. Finally, Haman was so angry he wanted to kill Mordecai. Then Haman had an even worse idea. Why kill only Mordecai? Why not kill all the Jews in Persia? Haman lied and told King Xerxes that the Jews were troublemakers, and that the Persian Empire would be better if there were no Jews. King Xerxes trusted Haman. So the king signed a paper announcing that all the Jews would be killed. He hung the paper outside his palace where Mordecai worked. Mordecai couldn't believe his eyes. "Esther," Mordecai said, "you have to go talk to the king." Esther was terrified. No one talked to the king without being invited. If you walked into the king's room without an invitation, you would be killed, even if you were the queen. But Mordecai said, "Esther, you can save your people. Maybe this is why you became queen." So Esther gathered the courage and walked into the king's room. She waited to see if the guards would grab her and kill her. But King Xerxes said, "Let her talk to me." Esther invited the king to a banquet, and at that banquet she invited him to another one. By the second meal, Esther had gathered enough courage to tell the king about Haman's plan. "Someone is going to kill my whole family and me," she said. King Xerxes was angry. Who would try to kill his queen? Esther pointed to Haman. "Haman," she said. "Haman plans to kill all the Jews, and I am a Jew." King Xerxes was furious. "Whatever you are going to do to the Jews," he said to Haman, "will be done to you." And that was the last time anyone had to worry about Haman. God used the bravery of Esther, an orphan girl who became a queen, to save the children of Israel.
Today, we learned about Esther. And Esther was really scared to do what God told her to do, to be the queen, right? She was scared, but she was obedient and she did what God said, and she ended up saving her whole people. Sometimes God calls us to do things that are really scary, but we don't have to be afraid because God is with us the whole time and He'll give us everything we need to do the thing that He's called us to do. Right now, everybody is going to be going to school, and that could be scary. Maybe you're homeschooling for the first time. Maybe you're going to school and you're scared about all the changes, but you don't have to be. God is with each and every one of you guys, wherever you are, whether you're home or at school or on the bus or walking to school, anywhere you are, God is with you. He loves you, and He's going to take care of you, and you can talk to Him about anything. He's going to help you get through. Just like Esther. He was there for Esther, and He's going to be there for you guys. Okay, we're going to pray. So, dear God, thank you so much that you love us and you're with us. Thank you that we don't have to do the scary things in life alone, that you're with us. Help everyone to have a great first week of school and keep everyone safe. And when we're feeling scared, let us know that you're there with us. In your name, amen. Bye!